It's the bigger love of the family.
All right, motherfuckers, welcome to the Subnami podcast.
This has been a long time coming, dude.
Yes, dude.
Every single fucking opportunity. It started out, Steva's mic was broken. He had to get a new, it wasn't broken. The port was broken. So he had to get a sort of a converter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dongle.
And then we were about to start the show, and then Fancy didn't get our message because we used that chat and for other things.
He muted the chat.
And Fancy muted it, so he didn't show up when we tagged him. And then the other day he came in and his fucking mic was fucked up too. So then
technical difficulty after technical difficulty.
Yeah, after all that delay, we're finally fucking bringing this show to you. Hopefully it will be good. We need to get back in the groove of things.
Yeah, probably won't.
Yeah, but we watched a very interesting movie. We got a lot of things to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not as much as I like to hype up, but let's start the show.
It was bad.
You know?
Yeah.
The movie almost killed Steve-O.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
We'll get to it.
All right, time for the media consumed. I have been watching Kolchak, The Night Stalker, and The X-Files to prepare for a book I'm writing.
Woo! That's
pretty
cool. Yeah,
writing a book.
Explain your book to the audience.
Yeah.
Basically, the book is about a shaman making his way through the world of the paranormal.
Was it Patrick Coleman?
Yes.
Yeah. I have one request.
He's actually the main influence on the character.
Wow, that's funny.
What is it going to be, like a fucking gay wad?
Yeah, it's a gay dude with dyed hair who lives in Chicago.
Yeah.
Dude, that's epic.
But I'll accept this under one condition. You got to get the Thingfish as a sort of like a mini boss for him to fight.
The Thingfish. I'll see if I can work the Thingfish in somewhere.
Yeah, well, just call it the Fish Thing to avoid copyright. Hey, if there can be a man bat in Batman, there can be a fish thing.
Oh, fish thing? Yeah, that's close
fish
enough.
thing, dude.
So, what about you?
What about me? I finished that shitty book I mentioned last time, and I started. I finished Stirner's Critics, and All Things Are Nothing to Me, which refer to it's like egoist theory. So.
Boo!
Oh, boo, fucking Stirner. I don't even know who that guy is, honestly. It's just like some meme man that I see. I think people like his picture a lot, so that's why.
Well, I mean, there's like two pictures. One of them was drawn by Engels, but then the other one is just like, I have no clue where the other one came from, like the more badass one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Go back to the Fire Nation.
All right, what about you, Eggs?
Hating the last Brit Bogbender would not. Oh boy, me and Steve-O are part of this one. So during all those delays, we decided to have some fun, and I wouldn't necessarily call it pure fun. I would just say it was a nice little experiment. So how people will often say, like, if you put Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon next to Wizard of Oz, it really fits together. It's like it was made for that movie. So we decided as a joke, me, Steve-O, and two other people, Schmuck and Roderick, decided to watch.
They were in the D&D videos.
Yeah, decided to play Dark Side of the Moon with Disaster Movie. We played it I can't believe we did that, and it only fit like 5% of the time, but it was worth it.
It fit in quite nicely for like the first 10 minutes, then just really quickly deteriorated. But then it's just like, also the album is like only 40 minutes long, so just like they would just listen to the album twice, like because the movie was
oh my god,
it was like an hour and 20 minutes long. So
yeah, and there was like 10 minutes of credits. So it kind of accompanied for like the fact that if we had like the exact runtime, it wouldn't really it would probably end before the movie would end. But like there was like a scene where there's like a High School Musical parody that happened like twice in the film, and they were like dancing to what was clearly some like upbeat song, and and this like the most like somber fucking music was playing at that time. It was just so out of place. Oh my god. But I mean the whole Alice in Wonderland thing. I mean,
Wizard of Oz. You mean
Wizard of Oz? Sorry, it's whatever. It just proves that like I mean, it's just the album itself is just kind of generic. It's just this. It's more like general music than like. There's no like nothing really like involved in the music itself. So it could pretty much fit to anything, really. So that's like kind of the reason why the Wizard of Oz thing works. It just happens to coincidentally fit at just the right time. So it would be
Well, we are going to do we're gonna do this with the same thing with Epic Movie and Pink Floyd's The Wall. And Pink Floyd's The Wall is far more conceptual. So
yeah, I don't know why we did. I was like, okay, well, let's move up. Let's go to Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, it is. It's
amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, I can't wait.
You guys are gonna lose like hours of your life that you'll never get back, and when you're on your fucking deathbed, you're gonna be like, maybe if I hadn't spent that time listening to Pink Floyd's The Wall with a movie, I'd be fucking better off. Jesus Christ.
Eggs, you've been consuming another piece of media. It's like Tinder.com or something
like that.
Explain that.
Can we move on to the news? Yeah, let's move on to
fancy
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, I never got to give my fucking hot take. I've actually played something for the first time in like fucking ages. Yeah. I've been playing Smash Brothers Ultimate. I finally got through the entire fucking adventure campaign. It's actually a pretty fucking meaty campaign. I don't know if it's as good as fucking Subspace Emissary is.
No, it was not. It was raw. I was disappointed with Smash's new adventure.
What, the World of Light? You didn't like it?
Yeah, it's just boring after a while. We got 4, which was nothing.
I
admit it's better than 4, but it's just like it's so boring. It's just like you're fighting the same like palette swap characters over and over again. It's just
It's something I just kind of chipped at like day by day. I didn't really spend too much time in it. Like the actual part of the game that is the best is like the core gameplay. I thought it was okay though. Like I said, better than them adding.
Well, there was some boss battles, so it made it kind of worth it.
Yeah. It, like I said, it was better than nothing. Not as good as Subspace.
Even though half of them were recycled from Brawl, and the other half were like
stuff
that was put in like classic mode ending shit.
Disappointing. Fancy, you made a nice Subnami clip at some ingrate over here. Didn't appreciate it.
Fancy, you were supposed to upload that on your channel. You're supposed to upload that. So let me, for those of you who don't know, because I unlisted it, I always wanted Fancy. You know how like Fancy will do like Underhaven clips to promote the show? I kind of wanted him to do that for Subnami and post it on his channel to get a little bit of a wider audience. But instead, what does he do? He makes a clip. And then Lance uploads it on the fucking YouTube channel, and guess what? Just like the alien attack, our channel died. We lost a subscriber.
1 subscriber!
This fucking tragedy is the result of this man.
Oh my god. No, it's my fault. It's all my fault.
Also known as Animancer. Better known as Animancer.
It's all my fault, man. I'm going to be the death of the Subnami channel. We're going to lose all 80 of our subscribers, man.
Yeah, dude.
Eggs, you want to break the news that we kicked Sword from the show?
Oh, yeah, we kicked Sword from the show. Yeah, he'll never appear again.
Yeah, trust this.
Yeah, that's clear.
Dude, we're going to gain like 80,000 subscribers. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, as soon as the announcement is, hey, Sword's no longer going to be on the show, we get like 80,000 subscribers. Actually, it was just a prank, and then
yeah, we lose 79,000 subscribers stars the next day. Fuck. And you guys sure like to fucking pick on Sword, don't you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, man, he's kind of the punching bag of the show, which is good. We need somebody to shit on. Otherwise, we'd shit on ourselves, and that would not be fun.
Yeah, just be us taking the piss out of ourselves like 24/7. Wouldn't be fun.
Yeah. Sword's necessary in our lives.
Yeah, we need him. It's conducive to the Subnami experience.
Yeah. So do we got any news segments?
Yes. Ewan McGregor is returning as Obi-Wan Kenobi for a Disney Plus series.
Woo! To quote Steve-O.
That was really unenthusiastic.
Yeah, you gotta put your life into it, man.
Whoa.
Woo! Woo!
Woo!
This is autistic.
Yeah,
caused it, man. You caused it.
I'm glad he's back. I wish it was just in a movie that wasn't done by Disney or show, because
it seems like it seems like the Star Wars and Marvel, like these miniseries, are going to be the only saving grace of Disney Plus. Like, think about some of the other shit that they're putting out there. Like, aren't they making a fucking remake of The Lady and the Tramp. Like, who the fuck asked for that type of
Wasn't
shit?
there already a remake? I swear to God, there was.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't ever recall hearing one.
Is it a Disney live action? Of course it is. So why did I ask?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
embarrassed of animation.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like Disney Plus is just going to be like their dumping ground, mostly for like live action remakes that they think can't make like a theater release.
No, I think it's going to be a dumping ground for any fucking project that was like not good enough for the big screen.
Theaters. Yeah. No, that's basically what I just fucking said. But yeah,
man.
I do.
It's gonna be the fuck, dude. With all these like Disney like Star Wars spin-offs and these fucking Marvel spin-offs, it's basically gonna be the newest direct to DVD.
I think
like,
the Marvel
trend.
ones will probably at least be good. I'm looking forward to. I'll tell you. I'm looking forward to What If, which is going to be like the animated show that they're going to be doing, which is going to be
animated.
Like,
it's not even live.
Yeah. It's actually going to be like the first animated thing in the MCU, but it's going to be like Elseworlds.
That's kind of lame.
Or it's gonna no, it's cool. It's actually kind of a cool idea. Like, okay, like what if this character became Captain America instead, or like they changed one little thing. There was an entire comics line of it.
Yeah, well, that could have been just like a Disney Channel XD animated series, like
a little XD random. No, well, here's the thing. People don't give a shit about Disney XD and shit like that anymore. The future is really coming to these streaming
services. I know, but it's stupid.
I mean, I think it'll reach a point where there's too many streaming services, and we're just going to be as fucked as it was back when there was like a million fucking cable channels and all these.
At least with cable, you probably get all the channels you want.
Well, no, I mean, I think that eventually there's going to be so many of these streaming services that there's going to be like packages that people can buy. Like other companies will come together and like get deals going on and be like, for this much a month, it's going to be just like cable all over again. And then there's going to be like, eventually there will be like a new Netflix that takes people by surprise.
I mean, Netflix at this point has just been stripped to the bone. It's just fucking dead. Like,
it's just fucking SJW original programming.
Yeah, honestly.
Really, it is, honestly. Like, there was a while when Netflix seemed like it was the only place where, like, things that were a little bit more bold and out there could actually, like, get a fucking footing and, be completed as a full series. Like, one thing I will say that streaming services tend to have over cable, at least in general, is that usually, usually a show will get its full season. It'll get to wrap up its fucking story. I know Netflix has had trouble with not letting that happen in the past, but it's a lot less bad than... Think about all the fucking TV shows that have been canceled on air without any proper conclusions. Like,
yeah, I wanted to talk about Star Wars. There's a funny there's an episode of South Park. It was released around like the 2012 re-election of Obama, and it was the entire joke was that Obama was elected into presidency. It was all a farce. It was all like a rigged election, just so it could have this like complicated plot. So that the Chinese can be sold Star Wars, so Disney can't take it and ruin it. Which is pretty fucking funny considering where like the franchise is now, where it's like nobody fucking cares about this franchise anymore. It's pretty much been destroyed. So like, I mean, I honestly I don't care. I mean, I'm kind of interested because it kind of connects to the prequels, and I kind of honestly like the prequels more than
like think about how much hatred there was for the prequels before Disney took over, and now like just look at fucking r/prequel memes. That's fucking huge. People love that fucking subreddit. There's a lot more appreciation for the prequels, even if a lot of it is ironic. But and there's another thing too. The people who grew up with that shit, they're older now too. So that's a big part of the reason why there's nostalgia for the prequels. Now.
Honestly, I'm starting to think George was like so sick of all the hate mail for the prequels. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna sell to Disney and see how much you like the prequels now.
He made out because he sold it when people were just gonna bitch at him no matter what was put out. Because Star Wars fans have always been, let's be honest, pretty fucking rabid when it comes to that type of shit. Anything that's not the OT is something that they're gonna have a problem with. It's starting to not be like that now, because now there are people who are huge fans of the expanded universe and the prequels coming out. So now Star Wars is more of like an amalgamation thing of multiple generations. But he totally did right, because Disney, even though they completely fucked up with Star Wars and turned one of the potentially highest grossing media franchises into complete and utter fucking dung, it was still very unlikely that whatever came out was going to please the fans to begin with. Let's be entirely honest.
But let's be honest, the sequel trilogy complete trash.
It is complete trash. Oh yeah, it is complete trash. There's very little redeeming qualities about them at all.
So, next news story, I guess.
Next
Thank
up,
God.
CBS and Viacom are gonna combine.
Cringe. Moving on. I mean, I know
What I'm gonna say about
Viacom.
this is that hopefully Viacom will like have their own streaming service and
Oh
CBS All
no!
Access can
Dude,
fucking bite the dust.
I don't think Viacom could do that. Viacom has like so much ill will towards it. Like people think the name Viacom and they just think bad. Like they have a very tainted
Well, they'll
name.
probably
Like,
have to
I
rename
flagged
it
your
to like.
YouTube down.
yeah.
Viacom are the people who flagged the YouTube down.
Dude, that's a big part of it. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Since the early times of the internet, Viacom has been associated with copyright claims and bullshit that wasn't even really a thing back then.
Fancy, do you remember Viacom Hater 2? Do you remember that?
No, I've never heard of that, dude.
That was Lane. That was Lane's old account.
Does Viacom
Wait,
own?
really?
Does Viacom own like any like big major production company? Like,
I mean, I
Don't
know
they own
that.
Paramount?
I know that. Yeah. I know that they
okay, so
fucking
they
own all
can't.
those
They
Nickelodeon
can
shows
make a
now.
streaming service and call it like Paramount whatever streaming service. And not
Yeah,
put their
that's
name on
true.
it.
That's true. I definitely don't think. I definitely think it would be a terrible idea to put Viacom in there because Viacom is like you agree with me, Steve-O, right? Like, have you ever heard someone talk good about Viacom? Like,
No,
once?
yeah. I mean, that's like a big fucking like meme back in the day. If you put
Back in the
SpongeBob-
day,
if you put a SpongeBob screenshot in, you're gonna get flagged, you know. So.
Yeah. People would meme on Viacom, and that kind of like that whole culture kind of died off, right? But I feel like there's still like a small sentiment of that, like because if you see people talking in the cartoon community these days,
Yeah, and like certain communities.
yeah. Poo poo dung hole.
Yeah, poopy.
Yeah,
Moving
CBS
next.
Like
All
Indian people.
Access.
Is there no? Oh yeah, CBS All Access. Yeah, gross. Isn't that
Awful
doesn't that have like
service.
the shitty Star Trek spin-offs and the fucking Twilight Zone reboot?
Yes.
Ay, that's like the worst.
Yeah, it's probably the
So-
worst service out there.
So
Aside from Verve.
basically, kind of like how Netflix is just a show, it's just a streaming service that has a bunch of shitty SJW original content. This is just a shitty SJW reboots to more popular franchises.
All right.
Awkward silence. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say something, but okay. I couldn't
What-
say it
what were
before
you
Ink
saying?
said awkward silence.
Go ahead, say it now.
I don't remember. I'm too high. Sorry.
All right. Next, do we have another one? Or we're done?
Nothing about Catcher in the
Yes.
Rye.
Oh yeah.
J.D. Salinger's books are going to come to digital.
Wow, some of the shittiest, most overrated
Oh,
novels ever.
fuck you.
Aw, I'm sorry, Lance, but it's true.
Catcher in the Rye is a fucking masterpiece.
No,
Yeah.
Yes.
it was okay, I guess.
It was
Made
fucking
movies about
brilliant.
They made movies, right?
No,
Didn't?
J.D. Salinger was pretty adamant against fucking movies. In
I could
fact,
have sworn that they made movies.
in fact, the entire character, I think it was like the brother character, was supposed to be like sort of a riff on like Hollywood fucking bastardizing. Like,
dude, it's gonna happen eventually. Dude, once she's fucking dead and buried, just like with
yeah,
Steve
sorry, he's been
Hillenburg.
dead for 9 years,
Oh wow. Okay.
and also that's not a woman.
Yeah, you said she.
Dude, I confuse genders all the fucking time, man. I'm an SJW's worst
because
nightmare.
Sally is in like the last name. Like,
Oh yeah, probably. You
yeah.
got me there.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, if they just ran like.
Yeah.
I think they'll only do that when Hollywood is so dead that they needed something to get like a publicity stunt because people are just tired of all these Marvel movies. Like, oh, we need one last like thing that we said we would never do.
Yeah. I think
Oh
so,
yeah,
too.
adapt fucking Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, a book that literally parodies what we're doing right now. Let's adapt that. That's pretty funny. I think that'd be.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a parody. It was just sort of a
Well, you said that one
Oh,
character
yeah.
was. Yeah. You said that
Yeah.
one character. All right.
satire and parody are different things.
It's social commentary on social commentary. Anyway.
All
Wait,
right.
was J.D. Salinger against like digital copies of his books?
I don't know. I remember when I first downloaded Nook, I was like, I'm gonna get fucking Catcher in the Rye, and I've been downloaded on my phone forever. And then I was like, what the fuck? Where is it?
It's too controversial.
It's too controversial, man. You can't have no. It's only meant to be read in print medium. You're fucking defiling the way it was meant to be read, Lance. You're fucking bad.
Fucking books, man. Just let me read it on my phone.
Honestly, I would not like reading an actual book is like a pain in the ass to me. Like I don't like flipping pages,
What?
but I
Oh,
can.
dude, I cannot fucking stand like ebooks and like reading on the computer. It's, like,
Really?
the most... Yeah, like first
Yeah,
of all,
it's
like
kind of like hard on the eyes.
well, yeah, it's also it's hard on the eyes too, but also it's just like what like I guess with like an ebook it's better, but like if you're reading something like on a PDF on your computer, it's just like all the pages, like there's so many words on one page. It's just like it'll take like 3 or 4 pages and they'll be able to fit it all on one page. It's just like there's so much text and it's just confusing. I like to have like pages. I like to be able to like set a page limit. Like I'm gonna read 100 pages today. I'm gonna read 200 pages a day, and I get through it. But it's just like it's so hard to tell like on a fucking online. It's
it's the complete opposite for me. Ever since I was like a little kid, it's been easier for me to read stuff like off a screen like that than it has been to read.
Yeah, no. I just like relax. I like just laying back with the book. I don't like fucking being hunched over my computer, looking over it. You know,
like James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're done.
All right. So my favorite segment, the only one that's good.
Yeah, because this like past 30 minutes of just cause you to family snore all around.
By the way, who is everyone in the fucking watch together?
Oh, 1 second. I was in. I'm in there now.
All right. Cool.
Lance, you and the watch together?
Yes.
All right.
All
so
right.
we have some. This is gonna be another good episode. There's some good videos. This is well. Let's
What are we not gonna watch the neat steaks?
What?
Are we not gonna watch the fucking default video that they have on here?
All right, here.
No.
This one's. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Get this the fuck out! Get this the fuck out of here!
It's Von Helton, dude. You know, it's an episode of Underhaven.
Yeah, Von Helton wishes he had that many teeth.
Dude.
Oh, look at that fucking! Oh my
One
god!
of the best dentists.
Dude, I ain't watching this.
Toronto,
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Fancy.
Don't listen to this in the back.
I've listened. I've been forced by Stevo to listen to some Tonetta songs and just hear.
Oh yeah,
his
this
voice.
guy's a musician, by the way.
Wait,
yeah.
this is Reneto?
This is Tonetta.
Oh, okay, same thing.
He's a musician.
Especially
Quote unquote, right?
Yeah, dude, he's amazing.
I'm brushing my teeth
He also
3
gave me
times
some-
today.
Yeah, me too, man.
To get between my teeth, especially my uppers.
Oh yeah, dude. Everyone wants to be in between those.
The dental floss. is
Everyone
kinda
who was
thick
watching
like a
this is
rope.
clicked off at this point.
Yeah, dude. Well, this is what
It's a
Subnami is
gap
all
between-
about. Imagine this being the first
A
episode
very
someone
wide-
watches and they're like, "Oh, this we talk about on your show."
I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
Anyways,
at least we actually talk about
enough of
degenerates
my
on our
dentist.
show. I mean, come on.
Oh god.
Look at this.
I'm saying goodbye now.
Fuck this guy.
Remember to watch Cooking with Tonetta
Is this it?
And
Is this
also
it?
fans.
Just him doing a fucking gay ass promo?
every morning and after you eat.
Kind of sounds like
Brush your
G Time
teeth.
Johnny a bit,
And
doesn't he?
they'll be just like
Yeah,
mine.
he does.
Let my terrible face be an example to
Ta-ta
you
for
to
now.
always brush your teeth and floss. Cooking with Tonetta. Coming to a theater near.
Alright,
It gets very.
this,
It gets
this
much.
is going
it
to
gets
be an
much-
audio-only podcast.
No, you gotta shit.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Lance! Don't pussy
Lance,
out on
don't be a
that.
pussy. Like we need to shit. Like the entire point will just be lost of the viewers. We need to show it. Like Lance, listen, it gets much worse though. I assure
want to show
you.
you a few things over here. I want to show you.
No.
Look, he has teeth
No.
there. He has
y'all know
teeth
about
there.
Sperm nips.
Oh wait, this was back when he was a
Two
person.
right here.
Dude, look, he's sperm nips, you guys.
No,
Look.
God. Fuck
this
you.
one?
Look,
I had
Fuck
2
you,
of these.
Steve-O.
One was already sold about
What's that?
maybe a month ago.
Right now.
it's
Now,
he
just
molded. He
yesterday,
took his
another
sperm
one
and
was
molded
sold,
it
so
around
this
his
one's gonna
nipple.
be
No, he didn't.
Probably in the
Yes.
mail.
No,
What
wait,
I'm
that's
gonna do, too,
sperm.
is
Yeah, it's his
give him
cum.
a gift of this
Dry
little
cum.
sperm.
Oh,
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
nip
SpongeBob
on the
and
side,
Patrick
hook
say
on the
eat
string, as you
sperm.
can see.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
Patrick
show you
starts
first
to
of
say
all
eat sperm. Yeah,
how I go about making these
he's gonna show you the
these
process.
items.
He's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
give you like a
Come over
Linkara rant. He's gonna be like, "This is the
Oh,
process."
Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
What I have here.
You know what's better than this feminine?
Oh, fuck
is
you,
my-
Steve-O.
There's a violet. There's a
Oh,
violet.
hell yeah, dude! All right, now I'm into this.
I don't have a lot. Anyways, that's what I do. And what I do is I mix it. I liquefy this,
Liquefy
heat it up, and I mix it with
It's
gelatin.
like cooking meth. It's like the same
It's right
process.
up in here.
Look at
Oh,
that
yeah,
fucking
lost all his
cabinet.
teeth.
That's the
That
gelatin.
cabinet. Look how
I
fucking
use
messy
about-
that is.
2 teaspoons.
Oh my
Along with
god.
this, I heat it up,
Dude, it's like literal.
Over
It's like a meth
once it's
lab.
liquefied,
It's like Payday 2, like the fucking meth mission.
I go over here and I pour it into one of these.
Oh my god, what the fuck is
See, it's shaped like a nipple or whatever. And then it's
Is this guy Canadian? I mean, I wouldn't be
it'll
surprised
take
if
the
this
Is
guy's
there like
Canadian.
Because
I see
what I
like
do is
cum
I
like
put it on here.
debris on there, dude.
Once
debris,
it's
yeah.
liquefied, I pour it in there. And then it
Yeah, that is. Oh
the
my
result
god.
is right here. This is the result. I made another
Oh
one because I
no.
sold now.
Guys
the
like
thing.
that? Is
Did
that
Lance leave?
So I have to make another in case somebody orders one.
I'm surprised
What
Lance
it
has
is,
stayed for
there
this
you go.
long.
He's probably covering his
Nipple.
eyes.
It's fancy, like fucking
This
in
one
the
here
back
was already
puking.
boiled.
Oh
Fancy,
no!
there.
Oh my god!
But
Oh,
it's
oh, that's
garden.
oh.
Fancy,
It'll take
fancy,
a
you
few
there?
minutes,
I'm smoking
and all of
weed.
these peels out.
Oh. Okay, I'm
I
about
have
to
a
Yeah,
gag.
fucking
you see?
panic attack. if I
I'm
was
I'm
watching
almost
this.
about to gag
Eventually,
right
it
now.
really does shrink. It shrinks
This is-
into this.
Dude, the only way I can get
shape
through this
here.
is by getting too high that I can't even realize what's going on.
Oh my god, I'm
crazy.
actually gagging right
Then-
now.
Then my
This is
dick
what I
hardens.
wanted.
Then my dick
Give
hardens.
it a
And,
little bit of flavor.
It's flavor.
You smell this right now.
What is it? Is it?
It smells just like
Oh my
cum.
god!
It
Oh my
smells
god!
just like
Because
cum.
it is 100%
Disgusting.
Dude, it's
Tonetta's
amazing.
cum.
Oh
Anyways,
my-
fans, that's how I go about doing things.
Oh,
You may think it's a
no.
little weird, but
Yeah.
I've joined in on the
Wait a
gagging
minute.
train.
isn't that what you've
Oh
always
god!
told me?
Did
Stay
you just
weird?
fucking wipe his
Well, I
fucking
can't
cum
help
on
but
his
stay
chin?
Weird because I
Oh
am
my god, that's so
different than
nasty.
all you people.
Look
I'm
at like
kind of
those
a
naked
different
women in the
breed.
background. Look at that.
And
Oh shit, we're gonna have to censor that out.
Well, you can't see it, but like it's pretty obvious
take
what
care,
Give it a
fans.
lie.
and Ta-ta.
Dude,
for
come
now.
on.
Ta-ta.
He really does sound like G-Time.
Ta-ta for
Fuck
now.
Dude, look at that like fucking Zodiac killer fucking portrait in the background.
I like the little
Someone
one.
please kill this
See the
fucking
little
Oh,
guy.
one
it's
here?
just still going?
It's the little one. It's kind
It's
of
literally
is.
like halfway done
Still
and it
not
said,
bad,
oh,
though.
see y'all.
Anyways,
It's like
these are
playing
gonna go
them
in the
around.
mail, and I'm gonna have that one over
He
there.
mails them to
in case
people.
somebody
People
Anyone
orders
buy
who's
one.
them.
watching this, if you want to kill this guy,
Ta-ta.
Oh,
My
my
shirt.
God.
I'm
you
wearing
won't be
my
charged.
my shorts here.
Oh my god.
All you gotta do is show
So
the
I don't
judge
get a
this video, and
violation.
he'd be like, not guilty.
Ta-ta, fans.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta for now, friends.
This is.
I kind of like this guy, even though I hate him.
Dude, how's he? He keeps fucking dragging this outro.
As you
out.
can see,
It's-
fans.
It still
This is
has
the
like,
next
it's
day.
still only
Oh
like
my
halfway
God.
done
Happening?
for this video.
Dude, this is
Slowly
weird Paul in fucking
grind.
10 years.
It is.
Oh my god, it's like,
Let
it's
it
like,
dry.
it's like, it looks
Needs
like a
about
fucking
2 or
like,
3 days.
Hey,
looks like
imagine,
eggs. It looks like scrambled fucking eggs.
Looks like AIDS, yeah.
Hey, imagine taking a bite out of an
And then-
egg. Just visualize that in your head right now.
Oh, yeah.
Bite into it.
I put it
Steve-O,
up
why?
for sale, and someone
Why?
bought it. Simple.
Hey, we got right. This was a suggestion. This
And
was
believe
submitted.
me,
Oh! Oh!
this is about 20
I think
shots
Goat
of
Dude submitted it.
my
I'm
sperm.
gonna give him my
I
2
needed
fucking
a lot
cents.
to make
I'm
And this is the big one.
gonna
See
give
how
Goat
I'm
Dude
shaking,
my
how
2
much it's
fucking
turning
cents.
We're not,
Hey.
our channel's gonna get fucking taken down for
Hey,
this.
Goat Dude recommends
nip.
good shit. Far better than
It's
fucking
been called a
laughing, man.
sperm nip because it's made out of sperm.
Yeah, we called
and
you
it's
out.
A nipple.
Alright, let's move on.
No,
We're
we're
about
both
to
not
watch
watching
Shrek's epic rap battle.
It gives.
Dude, he's told us he would end it years
Ta-ta
ago.
for now,
Let's
fans.
see what. Let's see. Yeah, it's just like yeah. I mean,
But it's for
That's
He keeps-
supporting
he
Tonetta.
he keeps
by the
thanking the
way.
fans and like saying ta
You've been
ta.
a big help.
It's just like
Alright, you're finally gonna do the ta-ta. Yep. Yeah, it finally ended. You
Holy
didn't lie that
fuck.
time.
so what did you guys think of that?
That was
fucking
the most
kill you,
disgusting
Steve-O.
video I've ever seen to ever stay on YouTube. Like, seriously, what the fuck? You are fucked, old man. I'm still Lance. Could you see like the pause button and with his fucking creepy ass face staring at you right there?
Yes.
Oh my god! Look at this. Fuck this guy. Look, this
He's
is like
probably
if
dead.
G-Time.
He's probably dead. He hasn't uploaded in years.
Oh,
so.
thank God. This is like if G-Time
He choked
Johnny
on one
and
of his
Weird
cum
Paul.
nipples.
This is like if G-Time Johnny and Weird Paul like made a succubus by having a circle jerk, putting it inside of a cow.
You mean
What
a-
it comes out of it? It's
you mean
Tonetta.
You mean a homunculus, not a succubus?
Yeah, homunculus. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Oh.
that was the thing.
Like this is like Oh my god.
We're doing an audio only podcast.
No, we're not. It's just, but I mean, this like, just look at him. Like this guy is proof that Anglo-Saxons are just like they need to be
Look at it.
assimilated.
Look at it! Look at it! Look at dude. Lance is gonna have to look at this and edit it for the fun. How are you gonna do this to this man?
I'm
No,
fucking
no,
putting the DVD
No,
banner
fuck you,
up.
Lance.
No. Like that.
Lance,
It's
if
just,
you do that,
you might as well just
leave.
cut the. You might as well just cut the entire thing out. That's gonna waste the entire fucking like. That it needs to be shown.
I'm gonna kill you, Steve-O.
You're fucking showing this, Lance. We're gonna
Okay,
fucking.
let's move on to
We're
the
gonna
next
go.
video.
We're gonna go up. Eggs and I are gonna go up in arms. This is going off.
Yeah, even though it kind of
Fine,
made
but
me
I'm
gag
not
a bit.
fucking
But...
looking at it when I'm editing it.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so next video. This is why is Generation Z so entitled?
So about a month ago.
Is that
I was
eggs?
outside,
It's
maybe
eggs.
around 50
I don't look like
degrees.
that.
So naturally,
Kind
I
of.
decided to go for a walk. So as I'm walking
Hey, it's the
back
guy
to the
from
car,
Disaster
there's a group of
movie.
kids sitting
You know, the
around,
guy who played
enjoying
Beowulf.
themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing older than 12, maybe even 13 years old.
Who is this
Thinking,
kid?
wow,
I don't
kids their
know.
age still enjoy outdoor time. Maybe their generation is less condescending than I thought they were. That is.
This guy is
until I-
Is a
literally
troll. This guy's a
actually.
troll.
Between all the
Steve
echoes
O's
that
cut-
were
is he?
dropping, I'm
Think
almost
so.
certain I made out a statement. Something along the
I mean,
lines
he
of,
is
Listen to
Gen
how he's
Z,
talking.
so.
She got me the
No,
six
I don't
instead
think
of the
he's.
seven.
I just think he's himself just like a
I could barely
condescending
even
prick.
believe what I was hearing. For starters, how could you come to the conclusion that you hate your parents? They literally are the reason for your existence.
Like, he's reading a
You
script.
can't stand them?
You think this is
Grow up.
legit? I don't know, man.
I mean, no, I mean,
Is so spoiled
he is
that
obviously
they
reading a
suddenly hate
script,
their
but I don't
parents
think he's.
because
I don't
they're
think
not
he's
willing to
trolling.
bow at your presence.
This
Like,
guy
sure,
is a
parents
Gen
can
Z,
be a
isn't he?
little dorky at times.
Yeah, I bet
This
he's
fucking faggot watches the Loud
But-
House, but he's
but
telling
he-
other people to grow up.
Or at least
But
pay
he's
some
probably
respect.
like a
And these
fucking
kids show
no
appreciation
bullshit type
towards
guy
them.
who's like, I'm a
Just
millennial,
sick
but
of
I don't
it.
identify
Another
with the
thing is that when
millennials of
kids
like,
from
you know, the
Generation
other
Z
millennials.
Dude, look at his
fight
V-neck
out
and those like.
parents,
Yeah.
they
Look at
agree
that!
to
Look at
do.
his like little like
They still try to
tiny like
range that
T-shirt that kind of
blasphemy.
like.
Now, this
Stu
wouldn't be
Bones
as
barely
annoying.
covers
They
up
have
his
to go ahead and
arms.
complain as if they're not doing what they said they would do. Like when I was younger, maybe 9 or 10, I remember my sister had a sleepover with a friend of hers.
When I was a
The day
young
after,
boy.
when she returned home, my parents
Fuck
needed
this
someone
kid.
to babysit me for the
Oh.
evening. I wasn't.
It ended up like a
work
porno,
trusted enough to
probably.
watch
What?
myself, So naturally, after
What's this have to do with Gen Z?
later that evening, when my parents
Because
were
He's
He's
building up. He's building up to it.
I
He's
remember
building up to
going
it.
up to them and asking if she could spend another night with Stephanie, as if completely misunderstood of the fact that she already made a prior commitment. After my parents thought and probably laughed at it, they told her that somebody still needed to watch me for the evening, and she had already agreed to it.
I have no idea
So
what
she
he's like
proceeded to
getting
storm up
at.
her room and do
He's
what any
just-
kid would do,
Oh, man.
throw a tantrum. This dragged on the whole night.
Steve, who sent this
The
in?
next day,
Dude, this is like
I
the
was
next
even
Elliot
responsible
Roger.
enough
If
to
he's
Send
like,
this in,
hustle
Steven.
on home.
He's gonna
Huh?
fucking shoot up a Gen Z school.
Who sent this in,
One more thing
Steve?
that always bothers
I don't know,
me about
someone
Generation
submitted this
Z is
one.
that none of
Who
them
thought it was a good
have
idea to play a
classic
fucking Eugenia
movies.
Cooney video on this fucking podcast?
Growing up, I absolutely loved old movies.
Dude, he's
Matrix,
what?
Titanic,
Oh,
He's an 80-year-old boy!
Wars.
Wait, episode 3? No, this
That's-
guy's trolling. This guy's
Gathering
trolling.
information
This
from
guy's
friends of
trolling.
mine.
He called episode 3 old.
Maybe
He was
Dude.
probably born around when
in our
episode 3
grade
came out.
haven't
Probably.
seen any classic movies that I've learned to love. I realize
this
that
is
most of
troll.
you haven't seen any of the movies.
I can't
mentioned.
tell, I really
Just
can't.
I think he's
why.
not a troll. I just think he's
99%
just
of you have
so.
Netflix
He's a
or
fucking
at least
pretentious
He
know
doesn't.
idiot.
He doesn't understand what Gen Z actually
All these
means.
movies
He
are
just probably thinks that he's some
one click
millennial
away,
and
but still,
like I'm not
forget
that
what-
generation.
like it has such easy access. I've seen people hassle their friends for having.
No,
not
like, I'm
seen
looking on his
maybe
channel, like, he
more about
did-
a week after it's
He's
released.
made a video about
These are the same
Titanic.
people
It was
that
like some
couldn't
skull
name
project
the
or
two
something. Like, this
actors
guy
in
is like
Shawshank
serious. This guy is serious.
It's
Is this
Tim
the
Robbins
Kubrick
and
sex
Morgan Freeman,
guy?
by the way.
No, this is a different guy.
Absolutely astonishing film.
Well, this is
Guys,
recent.
I'll-
This is newer.
The slightest bit annoyed by people having not watched.
Man, these kids, they don't understand like great movies like The
Man, this guy
Shawshank
is so
Redemption.
low energy, man. He's so fucking low energy.
Again and again.
Well, you can barely hear him. We're probably
This
drowning
also
him out for
happens
the
when I make
audience.
references to amazing books that
Maybe his
everybody
audio
should
quality-
I want to hear. I
watch.
want to hear what books he says are amazing.
Still, I don't get it. For example, if I'm about to do something immature and possibly dangerous, and I say something along the lines of, "Don't worry, the faster I go, the more likely."
I keep talking over him because he's just so boring that I don't want our audience to have to deal with
Nobody knows
it.
what the hell I'm on about.
No, let him lecture our Gen Z audience,
And if
dude.
you
Let
don't know what I'm
him.
talking
Come
about,
on.
Google the improbability drive.
Yeah,
Shut the
I
Google.
can't
fuck
even
up.
fucking hear him
Yeah,
anyway.
nerds. Google the
Yeah,
improbability
Google
drive.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
So
Galaxy,
entitled that
nerds. That's like
maybe
really
it's-
old. Those Gen Zs won't
Maybe
get
it's a
it.
result of being raised in a certain environment or in a certain lifestyle, and they just
Look how
couldn't
soulless
control
his
it.
eyes are.
And yes, I'm aware that some of these things are things that you've all done before.
Ah.
Because I'll admit that.
Hurry up and
I
blink,
acted
you
entitled
fucking
from
bastard.
Time to time as well.
He
What
doesn't
sets me
blink!
apart from the rest of
Dude, is he
humanity?
jump cut every time he
I'm not
blinks?
going to admit it.
Maybe.
Blink!
Dude, he's like the opposite of
He
Weird
didn't
Paul.
blink! He didn't fucking blink!
Dude, he's like the opposite of Weird Paul who blinks every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
5
he is,
seconds.
dude.
Yeah.
No, I had a theory that Weird Paul's like some like his muscles like that move his mouth are connected to his eyes because
Oh,
every time he talks, he
yeah.
like blinks like
Yeah.
6 times in like a second. So
Alright, so next video, Fancy. It's been a long time coming. I know you wanted me to play him on the show eventually. It's an Archfiend video. It's the Irate Archer.
Today I'm switching up gears a bit because
man, I remember
have a
him
new
looking
device
better
that
than
was
this.
sent to me by no
Well,
one.
he's. I'm pretty sure he's like in a fat suit. Like he's trying to be like Chris Bohr. So
he kind of looks like a cross between Vegan Gaines and Mike Matei.
kind
a
of. Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he does have like the fucking Pez head. Like, yeah. So I mean,
That device is the FC Mobile 2.
He's got to hit a
I'm
Pat
just
the
gonna take
NES
this time to
punk in him.
randomly promote
Yeah,
well, I mean,
a little
the
bit.
this is
website,
specifically a parody, though.
theawesomearchfiend.com.
This is cringy. Like,
No.
We love the portability of a wrench.
I mean, I
And
used to love
vacuum
Archfiend,
sealer.
dude.
I always had a love-hate relationship with the guy. I liked
that
him, but I
you're
hated
gonna
him.
love
Kinda, he
the
could be a pretentious
FC
asshole at
Mobile
times.
Yeah, he is the Archfiend after all.
Yeah. He like
FC
he
Mobile
like
2 comes with everything
like
you
the-
see here, including
Yeah, I guess let's
unit
listen to his
and power
review
cord,
first.
Yeah, let's listen to this.
2 wireless controllers,
A
a
zapper.
wireless light gun,
Wow.
A light gun.
and a
yeah.
copy of Doom for 32X. Freaking sweet!
Oh, no.
That is
Portable
Irate
device
Gamer
plays
ass.
classic
Yeah.
Mr. Games,
This is
Dude,
better than
I-
the
Doctor
Switch.
Games.
Yeah, dude. I like what he just like does sports videos now. It's just so cringe. Like I want him to come
Kid
back to this shit.
games,
Like
And it'll even play Magic Genie games.
Magic
Speaking of
Genie.
Magic Genies, have you guys
Oh,
ever
he's
heard
trying
the
to be
one
the
about
irate
Magic
gamer,
Genie
yeah.
that
well, yeah,
double-parts
it's called
rug?
literally called the Irate
Shit, I
Archer,
said
and he's
the
in a fat
punchline.
suit. So I mean,
The design
I
of
just
this
don't
unit
find
is
it
pretty
funny.
nifty.
I don't
It has
find
the
it
standard
funny.
A and B
dude, you
buttons,
probably would have
but
had a
also
laugh
comes
right
with
at this back in the
rapid
day
fire
when you
aim,
Yeah, I
rapid
would have.
fire
I
aim,
would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Along
like,
with the
oh, irate
Yeah,
gamer, man,
he's
bad.
directional
making
arrows,
fun of Chris
connections
Moore.
for the television,
Fuck that guy,
power,
nerd.
and
Yeah.
headphones.
Like, look at
I
this.
find this button configuration to be a little bit frustrating. as
Frustrating.
Yeah, no, well, the Irate Gamer literally said
Accidentally hit the
frustrating.
Oh
reset
yeah, I
button.
remember that.
Look at
That's
this.
like he used an Irate Gamerism.
What
Look
a
at
dude,
that.
he's a biter
Dude,
of
he's got the
ass.
empty-headedness down to a fucking T.
I mean, yeah, he does have like the fucking he. This is like
the mannerism is there.
this is like every bad fucking review from back in the day. But like, look at this, look at this,
As
look
you
what he
could just
does.
be playing a game and just accidentally hit the reset button. What a total biter of ass.
What a total biter
What's with
of
this
ass.
knife gun it comes with?
Uh.
It's totally worthless. I mean, didn't anyone test this shit before they released it?
It's so perfect.
And the controllers? Forget about them too. You can't control with one hand and hold
This
the
is a real
unit with the
device.
other. That's
Yeah, it
impossible.
seems like it.
There's plenty of things like this that
I'd
exist.
trying to play Top Gun.
It probably
This game
emulates
is
it like shit,
impossible
though.
now
That's
with
the
these
thing.
shitty
Yeah.
controls.
Like, all these devices, there's a lot of them that exist. They sound great on paper, but unfortunately, they don't work out too well.
Shit!
Well, the only thing I have left
Oh
to do
god,
now
he's gonna.
is see if the
Oh,
old
he's gonna fight it,
FC
isn't he?
Mobile
Yeah,
2 will
it's-
work
it's-
with Bob the Robot.
Oh
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna.
no.
That's really awkward. It's really awkward.
Let's see, I should have something on the occult shelf.
The
Ah,
Oh,
there we
God.
go, Gyromite. Let's
Bob.
pop this sucker in and try it out.
That is an irate gamer thing.
Yeah, it's an Irate
Give the
Gamer.
thumbs up. Yeah, give the thumbs up. You got
Yeah.
Dude, he looks like Mike Matei there for a second.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's a cross between Mike Matei and
So, it's some other guy.
some other guy.
Yeah.
Fuck! Fuck!
Well, there's
Like,
only
like
one
this,
thing left
I
to
just
do.
want to say this. Like, can I do? Like, this is the type of stuff that you get when like one YouTuber would criticize another YouTuber.
Yeah.
Now it's just like you get some asshole like Pyrocynical just be like, "Oh, guys,
Oh,
fucking."
yeah.
Pyrocynical isn't relevant anymore. Like,
no, he's still really. He has millions of views.
No, you think of a
No,
more
he
relevant YouTuber like LanceCplThomas.
yeah, that's a relevant YouTuber.
But it's just like when you would criticize another YouTuber back in the day, like it'd be at least creative like this, you know.
You know what he really looks like, Eggs? I just figured it out. Like it was on the tip of my tongue for the longest time. He looks like the guy from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
What, you mean Agent Stone?
No, not Agent Stone. The main character. That's not Sonic the Hedgehog.
The guy.
Yeah, the guy who looks a little.
No, he doesn't.
bit
No,
like
he does. He doesn't look like that.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. We'll have to do a
No.
side by side comparison.
No, he does. He doesn't act. He does actually not.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck yeah.
It's time to hit the Caddyshack button.
Oh, fuck off. Dude, this is better than an Irate Gamer video.
I mean, it's making me. I mean, honestly, old Irate Gamer is still pretty goddamn funny. Like, it's so bad. Yeah.
Plug the AV cords into the front of the
See, this
TV,
seems cool, right? But
and you
Yeah.
are ready to go. You're playing your FC Mobile 2 while it's plugged into a television. Freaking
For a second, I was gonna be like, "Oh shit, the Switch was invented earlier."
Thank the good people
Yeah.
at theawesomearchfiend.com.
I remember that site got hacked like a few years ago. It's just that it just got taken down. So what a shame.
No, that does not look like the Sonic guy.
Oh, we're gonna get. Pause that. We're gonna get fucking copyright.
Oh yeah, fuck you very.
I know that song. Yeah, you remember that song, Fancy?
Yeah, fuck you very, very much. How could I?
Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy.
It's actually a parody of another song, right?
I don't think so. No, I just remember a lot of YouTubers would like put it in there, like, you know. Actually, it is kind of catchy. I do kind of.
Yeah, it's
Look at
kind
this.
of charming.
I should add that to my nostalgic songs playlist. Dude.
All right, enough of your nostalgic Irate Gamer dick suck.
Well, next, this is like I just want to play a little bit of this. I don't want to play the entire thing. This like made me cringe really hard. It's like an AVGN like fan band, and like the band is called the Cunt Thrust. Like it's referencing.
Oh yeah. You got the up thrust. You got the down thrust. And there he learns the cunt.
And yeah, so that's what the band is called. It's like one of the members is literally dressed like the nerd. He has more hair than James now too.
Dude,
interesting. So yeah.
Oh, you had to put that James Bolden joke.
Look, he doesn't have that much more hair than James.
Yeah, actually, ooh, yeah, that is.
I mean, that's a humble enough hairline. At least he has some.
Is he British?
I don't know, but this looks just like so bad.
Dude, he's doing the inflections wrong. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
Well, he's just doing like a punk voice. He's like trying to be like System of a Down.
He's definitely some form of British.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's got. You know, I'm not even gonna fucking go there. I'm not even gonna.
No, you gotta go there.
He sounds like he has Round syndrome because he's fat.
He's not that fat.
Nah, he was gonna end up like James, his idol, dude. He's gonna be fat and bald.
Nah, this guy fucking. He probably gets James's wife's pussy more than James does.
I don't know, dude. He's not black. I'm not too sure.
Alright, that's literally all. I just wanted to fucking put that out because I saw it.
Okay.
Just like, oh god, that's cringe.
Well,
Alright,
I can't wait to add that to the segments on.
Yeah, I'm giving you 5 seconds.
Oh, here,
30 seconds of.
Okay, let's listen to him. Let's listen to him sing for like 10 more seconds, just step down a bit more.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
No.
Insert James' wife, cock, bald.
Insert James Balding joke.
Yeah.
Insert Mike Matei joke.
Yeah,
Mike Matei's fucking monster fucking schlong. Anyways, here's an ad that I saw someone submitted, which yeah, I'll just play it. Remember Hillary Duff? Remember fucking
that?
Remember,
I remember this. Yeah.
Remember when she was relevant?
Yeah, it's
I've talked about this on my show before.
Oh shit. Oh well.
So
I didn't play it. I just talked about it.
Okay.
You mean it's bad.
Oh, I remember this shit. Oh my god, it's
every
dumb.
time something was bad, everybody said, "Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top."
Oh man, wrecked.
Oh my.
I really hated those ads because I remember like all these like sports stars and all these people were like, "Man,
like,
stay engaged in InShow."
Hey, can I say this? This was the first SJW thing ever made.
Yeah, it was.
This
Oh my god, it
fucking
was.
gay.
This was proto SJW.
This was like, wasn't this like around like 2009?
Well, I
I'm
mean,
surprised-
it has Hillary Duff in it, so I imagine so. Just because considering who the
Yeah,
fuck
because I
knows who that is
remember,
anymore.
Well, it kind of
2005.
worked because I remember, like, pretty much back in the day, everyone would use gay as an insult, like, all the
Yeah,
fucking
People
time.
still do.
Yeah, but it's
No,
like
less-
to a lesser
fucking
extent, of
taboo
course,
today.
but,
Because
yeah.
if you say it around like a bunch of people, are like, man, that show like so gay, like a bunch of people be, hey, Mkay, it's so offensive, it's so... or something like
do you
that.
remember?
You know?
Do you remember, Fancy? Do you remember when Hillary Duff was like prime jailbait? You remember that?
No.
There was a lot of unsavory Newgrounds movies about her back in the day.
Really? I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, it was like yeah.
No, yeah,
Imagine being attracted to someone called Hillary.
Yeah.
Alright, play
Wait a
the rest
minute.
of this gay shit.
wait a minute.
Oh,
That's Hillary Duff, right?
yeah.
The
it's
old
Hillary
woman.
Duff. What? She's not.
No one in this picture that you're seeing right now is Hillary Duff.
No,
She's
here.
blonde.
No,
Those are cute.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she is.
yeah,
There she is.
that's a
She
really
doesn't
bad,
look
like
Jeans though.
Mm.
It's a bad frame.
She looks pretty old, even though she's young.
it's a shitty blurry fucking like
Yeah, 2006.
40p fuck yeah like. Here, let's
When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say?
yeah, do you?
Knock it off.
Yeah, do you guys realize?
That's so shinge. Like,
I
remember-
remember more of the talking heads on YouTube don't talk about this. Like the
Yeah.
first SJW thing ever made.
Yeah,
I might
you know-
talk-
Yeah, you'll get some
do a video
asshole, like-
essay on it. Do a
Yeah.
cast.
You'll
roll
get
it
some
on a
ass-
video essay.
This is something TJ's fucking like washed up ass would fucking like resort to.
Yeah, I mean, TJ. I'm surprised TJ would have TJ hated SJWs, like at least feminist as they were called at the time.
This was before he made YouTube, I think.
Was it?
Probably.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on,
little
let me
bit.
look this up.
I think this was like 2000.
What was it called?
Hillary Duff.
That's so gay.
That's so gay.
Okay, because I remember another ad would be like there's like a bunch of
There were
basketball
other ones
players
like this, yeah.
where they were like, man, saying like, and they would like talk to the camera, was like saying gay to me, is stupid. That's like not cool, man. It's like,
Yeah. I remember there was one ad where it's like, hey, unless that towel is
it's
in
2008, so he was like,
with another towel, it's
I'm
not.
surprised it doesn't have that many dislikes. You know, it's.
Yeah, that was like one.
Oh my god, the top comment. That time Duff single-handedly ended homophobia.
What?
Yeah, man.
And she's the reason why gay marriage got legalized.
Yep. That always pissed me off because I would watch those commercials and I was always like use like a bunch of gay jokes and shit and I'd be like, yeah, fuck this fucking commercial.
They were targeting you. They were targeting you, eggs. It pissed me off when I was younger too, though.
Yeah.
I've
I'm surprised
never seen
less people are talking about this. Like this was like
That's what I'm saying.
all
Like
the fucking time you would get
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
this.
I'm surprised that like the talking heads on YouTube haven't been doing more discussion about this. They will find it eventually. Dude,
Yeah.
Wang's gonna find it. Wang.
Tales from the internet, the video that started the SJ.
Yeah, dude, he watches Subnami. He's gonna see this. And be like, oh man.
When you refer to someone as a goy, do you know what you're actually saying?
Dude, we should make the insult "that's so goy" and then see the Israeli fucking supporters fucking make a big hissy fit about it.
They'll see Frank or you will fucking they'll talk about
Yeah, Frank or you is gonna make a bunch of fucking video. What are they called? Public service announcements about
Big Brain University, dude.
I like Israel.
Well,
I
you
like
should stop.
Israel. Yeah, you should stop, Lance.
Anyway, next.
Alright, next video. So this is a video from my man Varg. Hopefully there's like no like detection of his videos because I mean that wouldn't be good. But yeah, Varg is he got booted from YouTube, but I mean hey, he's pretty based for the most part. But eventually there's some things he has to say which are not so based, I guess to put it frankly.
Right.
So here we go.
Autism. What is that?
Hey, you're gonna love Varg.
Yeah, you're gonna love this.
About
dude, is that a bunch of fucking
There's
endosperms?
nothing wrong with autists.
It's Tonetta's sperm.
Autism is not a diagnosis as such. People with autism just have a different way of thinking.
Yeah,
And
dude.
Yeah,
now I know where you got
And
that
it's not
opinion
even
from.
No,
normal
what?
Because
Eggs.
there are a lot of
He disagrees with this.
Yeah, first of all, I found this like a
autism.
week ago. the first of all, and secondly, no, this is like well, he has a
wait.
autistic wife,
All right,
apparently.
pause this just for 1 second. Just pause it for a second.
I mean, he thought his wife is pagan, so I mean, are you really surprised?
Wait a minute, isn't that like JF? People like oh no, high functioning.
Yeah, he is kind of like JF, where like he has like this really young fucking like his wife is in her like 20s and she has autism. It's like
Well, I mean, for a second there, I always like confuse low and high functioning because I would get them reversed because when I think of like high function, like you have a high autism, like
high autism,
it's like so high. So when I like initially read that, I thought it was like fucking like basically a retard. So
okay. Well, yeah.
Is that people with autism have are hypersensitive to sensory stimuli.
Mm-hmm.
For example, noise or light or.
Eggs. How do you react to noise and light?
A lot of
feminism.
So they are hypersensitive. And in the
you just start spurting out about feminism.
There is more and more of the type of stimuli that they are hypersensitive to, and the autistic people don't behave in a strange manner. The fact is that they only behave in a strange manner if they are stressed because they have been.
So, Eggs, whenever you and Luis spoke about Doug Walkers, it's just because you guys were stressed out that day. Like,
yep.
Yeah, you were just stressed
out.
Stop
targeting towards me. Just
exposed to stimuli.
Oh, come on, it's the only reason I'm playing this.
Stimuli.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Autism is something you will only find in people with the Neanderthal DNA.
What?
I don't know.
No. I know several black people that are autistic. Fuck off.
Yeah, like that's like.
Actually, it's not part of the. Yeah, I've got something to bring up. Why is it that half the time he's saying it, but half the time he's just like, I'm just gonna put up some text on screen to clarify what I'm saying? It's like, why can't you just?
That's a straw man like arguments that he's replying to.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's just dumb. Well, okay, well, he could just say that then.
Earlier in the video, he brought up the fact that his wife had autism with the text. I think it's just a thought that arises while it's editing it.
Yeah, I guess so. That's kind of stupid, but okay, that's fine.
Hypersensitive to this sensory stimuli is that they are more wild, they are less tamed, they are less domesticated.
Hey,
they are more like human beings are supposed to be.
I disagree with that, with just like looking at eggs, but
autism should be the real diagnosis.
Hey, stop that, please.
You feel bad that you're being exposed as an autist to the people.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
Oh God forbid someone like Laughing Man knows that you have autism.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be really embarrassing.
Normal person.
Oh shit, autism exists.
We often see these autistic people presented to us as if
also, we've called you autistic on the show before,
or something like that. And of course, some
but you don't want to like.
But
put focus on it.
Oh, shut the fuck up, mate.
They are mentally retarded, but it is not because
mentally
they
retarded.
Are autistic.
Well, he's talking about
autism
people with low function.
Nothing to do with that. So autistic people are more wild and less domesticated, and also their intelligence
less domesticated.
Higher. Their ability to concentrate on a subject is higher. Their ability to
he's not wrong.
Things is higher.
Yeah.
Autistic people are actually better than normal people.
Dude, they're the next step in human evolution.
The only thing they are less good at is social interaction, and that is because human beings are not meant to socialize with a lot of strangers all the time.
Is he actually going to say
he's bringing
the next step in human evolution?
I don't know, he might, but the point he's going to bring up, the point he's going to bring up now is like, he's going to bring up like the tribalist shit, or like primitivist shit would be a better word to phrase it, but
anarcho-primitivism.
Yeah, so just listen to
no
this.
No larger than 150 individuals, and in such a tribe, being autistic is not a problem because you are able to relate to all of them. The problem arises when you have to relate to people you have nothing in common with. Complete strangers all the time.
Yeah, when you have to like deal with people like Loco and Marcus.
State for the human being. We're not supposed to live like
Dude, he's the enemy tribe.
We're not supposed to live with flashing lights all over the place and music and sounds and cars and all this noise. So the autistic
What fucking
person
music he puts in the back?
This is his music.
Person. It's the
This
more
is Birdsome.
he made it?
sane,
Yeah, this is Birdsome
normal
music.
person. The normal person, who the person without autism
Not you, man.
is
Dude, he's based.
the
What are you
sick
talking
person
about?
Who is able to
Like, Fancy,
function
I don't know
well
who's more based,
in a
this guy or
sick
Jason
world.
Unruh.
Now that's a rather important point. You see.
Varg.
Not fitting in a world that is sick to the core is a sign of good health. Autism is a result of our Neanderthal DNA.
Alright. Well, yeah, we get the fucking point. But yeah, Shmuck and I were talking about this last night. It's just so funny that, like, Varg is, like, pretty much, like, to stay on the internet, he's pretty much forced to just, like, put it, like, because he got banned, and he has to pretend to be, like, Gandalf, and he has to do, like, this Lord of the Rings LARPing shit on Twitter.
What?
And it's just, like, yeah, because he got banned, and so he just goes on Twitter now, and he, like, pretty much, like, Jews are pretty much orcs.
Didn't stop Sargon of Akkad or fucking whatever.
I mean, they've completely removed all of his channels. Like, he would keep making new ones, and they would just get removed. But
That's
yeah, he's just on Twitter, and like he just like it's pretty obvious. Like he's trying to say that Jewish people are like orcs, and like he got into like some there was some confrontation that happened recently where like some Catholic guy was like trolling a bunch of his like pagan fans about like how he wants to destroy Stonehenge and like he used the stone from Stonehenge to make tools to like destroy pagan like sites of ritual.
What else does he want? Does he want to find the fucking spear of destiny so that he can impale?
No. Varg hates Christianity. The person who was fucking with him was a Catholic, and so he was like, "You're one of the enemies of Europe. Be gone, foul orc," and he banned him. Oh my god, it's so sad.
Dude, I want to stab Varg with a fucking spear of destiny. That's what I'm gonna do.
Dude, he's based. I'm gonna get you to think he's based like I got you to think Jason Unruh is based. Don't you worry.
No, I don't think that.
No, you said he was based because the his Carl from Aqua Teen impression. Remember?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. Anyway,
that was based.
Yeah, it was. But anyways, this is another one that's been a long time in the making. It's no bullshit. This is Family Guy mocks millennials and social media explained.
You're gonna make me watch no bullshit.
We forgot this for the media consume segment. We're watching Family Guy now.
We're watching Family Guy.
We started to talk about that, but then you never got to the conclusion.
Every Sunday night we're gonna like binge Family Guy episodes. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. All right, so let's watch no bullshit. Break it down.
I just have one thing to say before you play.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the right wing snowflake. I like the sort of like people who like, man, just like anti-SJW content, so cheap and lame.
I mean, that's not wrong. That's
that's just your opinion, man. I mean, this guy pretty much proves that rule like entirely. He's the he is just the most low IQ fucking.
But he has autism, man.
Yeah, he made like an Ilhan Omar cringe series. Like it's just Ilhan Omar cringe moments. Episode 5.
He's just such boomer cringe. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's just the most vapid fucking, like, fat fucking pig on YouTube. I can't stand this guy. Like, he is just so low IQ.
Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we return.
He's not just low IQ. This guy's fucking no IQ.
Episode this past Sunday.
I hate the way he talks too.
Yeah, funny enough, I actually know this episode's writer too.
Oh, yeah, I don't just hate the way he talks. I hate the fact he talks. You know what I'm talking?
You already said he was like, I know the episode's writer. Like he keeps like driving that point in. Like he drives it in like numerous times throughout the episode. Keep note of that.
Acting class in my first year in Los Angeles. Good guy, but that's not why I'm doing this video. What really interested me about this episode was it's goofing on everyone's least favorite demographic in America right now, the millennials. In this episode, Peter even adopts the millennial lifestyle himself, and, of course, hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues! He actually thinks this is funny. Like, it's like the episode, we've seen clips from the episode, he's gonna show clips from it. It's just the worst satire ever. It's just like millennials, like, go to Starbucks. Isn't that funny, you guys? And then, idiots like
what is funny is that like Family Guy for the longest time has just been nothing but like Brian from Griffin just being like
Brian, did you just say Brian from Griffin?
No, I said Brian Griffin, but like the entire show has just been Brian going around like Peter Fox News is an evil organization and Republicans are evil and I'm liberal and I'm right on everything. And it's kind of funny to see No Bullshit kind of just be like, "Oh, isn't Family Guy so funny?"
He did hate the Trump episode. I guess he's like the antithesis to
like.
Jason.
Are you surprised like that it would go after Trump? Also, look at this great animation from Family Guy. You know what's funny? That guy's right eye is bigger than his left eye, even though it's facing closer to the camera. So is this guy like some kind of mutant? What's going on, Family Guy animators? Did you forget to change that vector image of that fucking circle?
Look at how bad. Like it's just like the circle is just a perfect circle, and it's just like it's so bad. It's such bad animation. Like look at that. I'm not even a big animation guy. I can just point to it and just be like, oh my god, it's fucking horrendous.
We're going to get to all of that today and more as we go over this episode. Its plot, the references, and jokes.
And it's just like, this doesn't need to be broken down. It's not, this is not like fucking some really high IQ fucking like
oh no, it's Carrie Fisher's character. She was voiced by Carrie Fisher, so I feel bad for
the boss
her.
to play this little video we made explaining what millennials are.
A millennial can be defined
as what is the millennial?
1982 and 2000. Or anyone who thinks loving sriracha or
guys, they're vegans and stuff, and they believe in organic stuff. Isn't that funny? And they're like, they have like hipster glasses.
Authentic experiences, and for some reason we haven't figured out yet, improv comedy.
Alright, this is a pretty good introduction to millennials so far. Born in the 80s or 90s? Check. Thinking their love of hot sauce or Austin, Texas is a personality? Check. And improv comedy even gets a mention here, which is particularly funny.
Like this needs to be broken down for you guys. Otherwise, like you wouldn't have been able to get the cutting edge satire in Family Guy. You know?
Yeah, that's another thing about No Bullshit. He always has to constantly be like, "See, this is a reference to this," which is if you didn't know is a reference to this. This is obvious thing that it would clearly be referencing. Because if they didn't, then nobody would know what the joke was. But this is a clear reference to this thing that you probably already know about. But I'm gonna bring it up. It's actually a reference, and it's like, shut up, shut up,
shut up.
Shut
funny
up.
Because I met this episode's writer at an improv
class.
Yeah. How do you like that? Looks like we've got a pretty
again, he brings up the writer.
Yeah. Obviously gearing up to tear down the worst parts of millennial culture. And even though I'm technically a millennial myself, I certainly don't identify with any of these shallow, hipster-like millennial things.
I'm not one of those
I am friends with Romy Millennial, and I follow Conservative Millennial as well. And then there's also Millennial Woes, who's also on YouTube. Actually, come to think of it, there's a lot of millennial YouTubers. Anyway.
Oh my god, I just want to fucking punch him.
Well, I'm surprised there's YouTubers that are born in the generation that this website came out and is targeting towards. Wow, what are you saying that the people born between 1980 and 2000 are likely to go on a website that was made in
but eggs? Those are like the good millennials. Like, there's not that many like them.
Shut up.
Like, now that I think of it, there's so
like a lot of millennials and stuff, but they're not all, but most of them are bad.
Yeah.
I'm not too much into the millennial
them,
stuff, except the improv comedy part, I guess. That was almost 9 years ago, guys. Come on, I grew out of that a long time ago. Give me a break.
Here's one millennial.
He said he grew up out of improv comedy.
On Snapchat.
Oh yeah, Snapchat guys. Look at it,
dude. I mean, I guess I was about to say, like, good it, millennials shave their heads, but then I, thought of Jason Monroe, and I was like, I guess he has a point.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
12 network TV shows she found offensive. And now I'm told she identifies as a man, so I'm being fired.
Here we even get an SJW transgender keyboard warrior talking about how these radical leftists love to complain, start hashtags, and get TV shows canceled because they hurt their feelings. And I have to say, guys,
oh my god, could there be
the most generic fucking like SJWs are bad fucking argument I've ever heard.
We know the drill. I mean, look at her hair. Look at the anger.
I've heard this said a million times by more intelligent talking heads who actually have a personality to at least back up what they're saying, as opposed to just rambling on the same talking points that someone said on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Dude, No Bullshit reminds me of eggs.
For hiring me.
Fuck off. I'm way better than No Bullshit.
Yeah, anyone who comments on SJW bullshit is better than No Bullshit.
What's a trigger warning? Actually, bruh, asking me what a trigger warning is one of my triggers, bruh.
Look how weird that eye is.
Yeah.
Man, look at this quote-unquote animation.
Wow, we got a lot to unpack here.
A lot
First, the
to
guy spells out
unpack.
how millennials
It's
just
just
expect good
It's
things.
just like it's not unpacking.
What is this, some like deep form of literature that you need to deconstruct to find the secret message of Family Guy's obvious message?
He's saying that there's a lot that we need to unpack, but like he's not. None of it's like packed away. It's just kind of.
Here's the thing. This guy's put
unfunny jokes that are
this guy's put more thought into 5 seconds of this fucking episode than the entire creators put into the entire show. So I don't really see what the point is of doing it.
It's like if I was like, man, you know, let me analyze this Family Guy episode. I come to the conclusion that this is actually has a secret message about how millennials are dumb. Wow, yeah. Isn't that just this video is really worth watching, right?
Everything on Family Guy is very fucking surface level. You know what they're trying to say. You know what agenda they're trying to push if they're doing it. Because I mean, we just saw the fucking abortion episode that they did that got taken off air for season 8. We watched that when we were actually watching.
And it was basically just some fucking pro-life propaganda.
It was so in your face. It was so in your fucking face what they want you to believe. It was transparent. There was no like subtlety to it. So this guy trying to find subtlety in fucking Family Guy, especially the modern fucking show, is just absolutely ridiculous. It's a comedy show. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, do you really want to watch more of this fucking?
No, happened to
there's
without
like,
putting
no, like we're not watching.
Come on! I wanted to make you suffer more.
I mean, this is a long.
I can't take any more of this. Yeah,
here, I'll make you suffer with something really bad. This is the last video. It's
Oh yeah, we're about to send a message to a certain somebody who tries to send us a lot of videos that we're not fans of.
Yeah, the certain person. Yeah, I wonder who it could be. Just like
Lane
recommends a lot of meme videos, even though like we've never watched a meme video ever before on this show. So why you're sending memes to us? Like it makes absolutely no fucking sense, because that's not what do you even watch our show? Do you even know what we fucking watch on the show? Like that this got submitted today, and I just had to fucking put it in. This is so bad.
Oh thank God.
I know what you're thinking.
We don't.
I've known it since you tuned in.
This is not the type of thing that we don't watch this type of fucking content.
Let me listen.
Well, I've had it up to here with people assuming that ogres can't break it down. Somebody lay down a beat.
Is this an official DreamWorks creation?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's just like this is.
Do we
like
Shrek ain't no average?
Like what great commentary do you guys have to add to this?
It's Shrek, the princess and Shrek.
Yeah,
the princess and Shrek, misunderstanding.
Dude, if we're looking at this and we'd rather just spat out our own memes, man. That's funny.
Yeah,
and I don't know why. Give me mud, be my bud, but don't need no dirt. I be rocking this vest because I'm original stud.
He's turning into a black guy. Look. It sounds like nothing like Mike Myers at that point.
Why are you guys actually fucking commenting on
no, I'm not. No commentary. I can't say
no commentary. No social commentary. No social commentary.
Anyway, Laughing Man.
You just negated the entire point of playing that, you moron.
Okay, Laughing Man. Listen, I like you. I like you, man. But just don't stop posting videos like this, please.
Like it's just like we don't watch meme. This is not a watch memes and laugh podcast. It's a fucking watch degenerates and pick it apart podcast. Not fucking like fuck you.
Sorry, Laughing Man.
No, I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry,
You're an
man.
okay bloke.
Oh, God.
And we know you're gonna watch the show anyway.
You're a bloke. Tomboy.
Can we talk about Scary Movie 2 now?
Yeah, that's all. That's the last video.
Oh boy, yeah, we really had fun with this. Too bad we watched it a week ago.
5 years.
So we can barely remember what happened.
No, I remember quite a lot.
Oh yeah, Steve-O was fucking cracking up like a hyena.
Oh my God!
I didn't know like whether it's like a mix. It was a mix between me laughing at like how bad the jokes were and like Eggs' reactions, because Eggs just like the amount of defeat in his voice just like made me laugh so fucking hard, and so it's just like. There'd be some awful joke, and I'd laugh at how bad that was, and then I'd hear Eggs in the background be like, oh my God, are you really? And it was just like the way he would say it, it's just, oh my God. I was just like, they had to pause the movie for like 5 minutes so I could just like get all my laughs out.
You were about to die, because like there's something.
There was a lot of pain. Like I was feeling so much pain, just like
you were like there was some fucking gas. There's like laughing gas in the fucking in your house or something.
Yeah, I guess you could say while watching this movie that I was a laughing.
You was a laughing man. Oh, that is funny.
I will say this is where the movies really start to kick in high gear because
after the first one they kick in high gear.
Yeah, but at least with so Scary Movie 1, right? At least it knows what it wants to be. It wants to be a parody of slasher films, and it's very reminiscent of it's more similar, I would say, to movies like The Naked Gun and fucking Austin Powers and well, no, it was not. Well,
that's what it was trying to be. That's what
it's clearly
Spaceballs.
Yeah, it's Spaceballs. Clearly, again, it has a clear purpose of what it wants to satirize, and it satirizes it. Now, it's not a good movie or as good as any of those movies are, but at least it knows what it wants to be. Scary Movie 2 is pretty much lays the groundwork for every terrible fucking movie to come. It has all the fucking awful fucking tropes and motifs in those fucking shitty ass comedies. For one, it starts out as so the movie starts out. It has the first 5 minutes have nothing to do with the rest of the movie. It's really unfunny Exorcist skit, and they got James Woods to fucking play the fucking.
Doesn't he start fucking the girl?
Yeah, he starts fucking the little girl as who's possessed by the devil as a joke because he's a priest and he's a pedophile, and then it just ends with him shooting the fucking possessed exorcist girl in the face, and then it's Scary Movie 2. It's wow, we really needed that. And then it starts out with a haunted house poltergeist parody. And then it just goes off the fucking rails into
doesn't it start parodying action movies?
Yeah, it starts parodying action movies. It starts okay. For one, it becomes like Ghostbusters. So
yeah, but with women,
which is not a horror movie by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, it has ghosts, so I guess you could connect it to fucking Poltergeist, but still, they start having these weird Spy Kids gadgets that they can shoot the ghost with. Kind of like in Ghostbusters, and then it starts doing this really shitty parody of Mission Impossible 2. You know the scene where there's they're on the bike chase and Tom Cruise and the villain of the movie are riding bikes and they're about to hit each other, and then they do that, but with this one guy with a wheelchair, and pretty much the entire joke is that he's a nerdy, awkward guy with a wheelchair. He's played by
the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, the villain. The villain in the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies.
Also, Eggs, you can't forget the guy with the fucked up hand.
Oh yeah,
he appears in pretty much that's there's these freak shows in the mansion, and then one of the guys appears in the first 10 minutes just to so he has gross hand and he grosses everyone else, and he grosses everyone else out, and then he never appears until the final 5 minutes. He just disappears, and then they make another gag where his hand is icky and he doesn't want to grab it. So it's just so much. It's so unneeded. Most of the jokes in this are just so they just deviate so much from the plot. At least the jokes in the first film.
I don't even know what was going on at that last.
Remember the joke where it was the tree came alive and it smoked Shorty like a blunt.
It just had nothing to do. It just comes alive. I mean, I know it's a parody of Poltergeist where the tree comes alive, and it's sort of an abstract sort of tree creature comes alive, tries to attack them from the outside. But it's so weird because the movie doesn't even follow the Poltergeist parody all the way through. It's kind of really awkward because there's only 10 minutes of them parodying the Poltergeist, and then it just kind of stops, and then it turns into a fucking Charlie's Angels parody, because what happens is that it turns out that the spooky guy with a weird hand was the villain. I don't even know.
No, he was possessed. He was possessed. Remember?
He was possessed. Okay, I guess he was. Wait, was he?
Yeah,
he was. I have no idea. I have no idea what was going on in that movie, but so what happens is that they're underground and they find the big possessed guy with the creepy hand, and the main three girls. It was the black chick Anna Faris, the one that was from the first movie, and this other chick that was kind of a, I don't know how to describe her, but she was part of the haunted house the whole time, but she just kind of joins them. I don't know. This movie's such a fucking mess. And they start dressing up like Charlie's Angels and start doing all these kicks and shit, and it's kind of like the scary movie where they start doing the Matrix parody, and that was pretty awful. But at least it like that shit, like, sure, it was stupid, but at least it had something to do with what it was parodying, because it was like, oh yeah, you want to see like the slasher villain fight the hero in like sort of a Matrix style fight, and like that's kind of funny. But here it's just them fighting some random guy.
I need to interject. This is just eggs like spurring out about Shrek 3 like that one time. It's just
I know.
he's like carrying this all.
You go on about it.
Well, I think that was really gay was like pretty much the entire cast died in the last movie, and then it's just like so yeah, the entire cast dies in the last movie, then like half of them are back in this movie, and then like some they couldn't get back they didn't get back all of the actors, so like you have like these new people filling them in, and like it's like
dude, it's a soft reboot. It's a soft reboot.
It kind of is. It honestly kind of is, and it's just
no. Here's my theory: all those people just survived because they were like
one of them was literally fucking tried to kill the main character. Remember the gay guy? He like turned out to be one of the serial killers.
Maybe during the stabbing he changed his ways and decided to rekindle their relationship.
Oh bullshit!
Because they all die for stabbing and shit.
Dude, don't fucking say that, eggs. Dude, Matt Pat's gonna get on this, dude. He's gonna make a fucking film theory about this.
The only characters who don't return are like pretty much every white person except for Anna Faris.
You are kind of right about that.
Yeah.
You have Bobby. That was her boyfriend in the original film. Then you have you have the redheaded woman. Then you have her boyfriend. They're all gone. Yeah. And Doofy is obviously not there.
And it's really confusing.
Also, I do want to say, speaking of this, one of the things that made me laugh the most was like the redhead woman from the original film was quite attractive, and then in like this film, it's like she's not there, and like my reaction was like, oh god, why did they replace her with like this man beast? Because like the replacement actress, the replacement actress is quite icky, if I say so. And then like Eggs' response to that, like, whenever I said like, oh, why did they replace it with the man beast? Eggs was just like, oh, what are you referring to, the black woman?
Guy?
Yeah,
and you just no, not the black guy, the black woman.
Yeah, the black woman.
And you just fucking laughed for like fucking 10 minutes straight.
But that made me laugh pretty hard.
Okay, the thing that really kills.
Joke. It was the car joke.
Yeah. Let me explain this to you. Okay. So the joke starts out, so Anna Faris, the main character of the movie, well, the actress who plays the main character, but is basically the main character, she goes to this haunted house, right, which is where the most of the movie takes place in.
Uh-huh. Well, she's driving there.
Yeah, she's driving there. She starts singing, like, the song on the radio. It's a Vitamin C song. And then what happens is just so fucking stupid. I words can't do it justice, but I'll try my best. The radio woman who's singing the song yells at her from the radio, tells her to shut the fuck up and let her sing. And I couldn't fucking believe they actually made a fucking joke like that.
Awkward. It's so awkward.
It's what the fuck? Why?
Yeah, that was more awkward than an episode of Subnami.
Yeah. And also Tim Curry's in the movie too, and he gets like killed, like halfway. I don't even remember how he died.
I don't remember that.
All I remember is just he dies. I completely forgot how he died. And also another fun fact about this movie is that it was released 9 months after the original was.
Yeah.
Wow, under a year fucking
they rushed it out real fast.
Yeah, they had 9 months of pre-production and post-production and post-production.
Wait, I've got a question. Was there a time when this was like a yearly franchise?
No. The third one came out like a few years afterwards.
It came out in 2003. This one came out in 2001.
Yeah.
Basically, this movie was just like the studio was like, wow, this actually made money. Make it, rush out a sequel, because it really tells, because they're only in like one location for a majority of the film.
Yeah.
And the effects are like really fucking terrible in this one, like really bad. And there's only like 10 characters in the film, because in the first Scary Movie there was like a dozen other extras. But here we don't even get like a classroom scene. We only just get like this one scene where they're like after class, and they're like all the main characters are there. There's only like 6 of them, and then we got like Tim Curry, and then the bald guy from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and the movie just resorts to really stupid schlock.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Slapstick humor. Like, oh, the bald guy, he falls a lot. Oh yeah, he fell off. He fell off of the fucking mansion. Like in the movie, implied that he was supposed to die, but apparently he lived.
He just comes back.
Yeah, he just comes back. Oh my god,
It's
this
a
movie.
fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, and
masterpiece of shit.
Don't get me. There's remember the basketball scene where they're just.
Oh yeah.
I think it's supposed to be parodying.
Did you guys already bring up when the black guy gets turned into a joint and like?
Yeah, we brought that up.
That was the worst thing ever.
I know it was based.
That was based.
There's a scene which I think is supposed to be a parody of like a Nike commercial where they're like in this like in the mansion, they start like playing basketball or something, and it's so bad. And then like the wheelchair guy is like doing this like really shitty like sort of stop motion effect where he's like spinning his head over the fucking wheel. Like he's spinning with his head, like you know what I mean. His head is supporting the spin over on his wheelchair. It's like what? Like the jokes are just so nonsensical, so fucking random. It's
a little XD random.
Again, there's like no direction. It's just whatever the fucking creators think will make the audience laugh. And it's just so cheap. It's so bad.
Slow energy.
It's just the seeds. The seeds are planted. Like this movie is pretty much
the next scary movie though is an improvement. So
I mean, yeah, but when you look at the stuff that was to follow, like
after,
the movie, disaster movie.
Oh yeah, also fuck I Hate Everything. He ripped us off.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring that up.
Well,
it's the search for
podcast right now.
It's the search for the worst. No, we came first. It's the search for the. We did come first, by the way. It's the search for the worst. Oh, I'm gonna talk about these movies that they talked about on Subnami. Like, fuck off. Leave us. You already have millions of subscribers. You fucking communist. You already have millions of subscribe stars. You fucking communist. Yeah. He's some fucking libtard or something. I bet he is.
This whole segment was stolen from Sardonicast.
Yeah, but like
Sardonicast, whatever the fuck that is. Fuck the Pizza Party podcast.
I'm trying to think of another thing to say because I bet there is, and I really.
I mean, there's plenty of shitty jokes, but I mean, there's really not much substance.
Oh yeah, there was a joke that made Lance really laugh, and it's a real knee slapper. It's so Anna Faris has pretty much the same boyfriend from the first movie. Except
No,
he's different.
Yeah, he's a different guy,
and he's not the killer like in the first movie. But
spoilers.
The joke is that she comes in, and I think the boyfriend sort of gets startled, so he throws a fucking football at her face and knocks her down. And Lance was fucking laughing his ass off. It's like, wow,
do you remember they like try to do the awkward sex scene again? Remember that? Like when they're locked in like the meat locker.
They try to repeat that joke, you know, the fucking orgasm joke with all like the semen coming out, except they do like this jump cut because they're in like a freezer. And they do a cut from like the outside of the freezer with like the little opening where you could like the window. And it just like splats like a kind of like how do you describe it? Like Nickelodeon slime or something.
Yeah. Wait, did you guys already bring up the inflatable pair of tits?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Fancy. Let Fancy fucking talk about that.
Yeah, you haven't talked about this movie at all.
You talk about the tits, Fancy.
I'm gonna be. I only really remember that she was fighting someone, right? And then suddenly she was about to hit a wall, and then her tits just inflated. Yeah. I don't know how else to put it, dude. It was cringy. Like it was just one of many stupid jokes in this movie that for me just didn't completely land. The only amusement I got out of watching this movie was the fact that I was watching it with other people. I probably would have fucking died if I watched.
Oh yeah. It's a good thing that we didn't stop here because I remember another great scene from this film, the cat fight, the fucking Rocky Balboa parody cat fight.
Dude, that's
yeah.
So there's this like evil cat, I guess, like the spooky haunted black cat, and the main character. I think the main character's what was she trying to do?
Who knows?
She was trying to get the cat to do something, and it really didn't want to. Yeah, and so the cat turns into this awful puppet. And they start doing this like really cringy fight scene, and like the cat like tries to like hit her with like a broken glass bottle, and then it ends with like the cat and her in like sort of a boxing match, and they try to do like the Rocky Balboa thing with like the bright lights and like the flashing lights supposed to be like, you know, taking pictures and shit, and the sweat everywhere, and it's just so bad.
Well, I know how obvious this movie's jokes are. As soon as I saw a cat, I knew that they would make some type of.
And that's another thing. What does Rocky have to do with
horror
films?
movies?
Yeah.
It's a movie. And it's a movie, so they movied the movie.
Exactly. This is because like it spread the seeds for like disaster movie, which is supposed to be about disaster movies, even though it's parodying pretty much every blockbuster.
Yeah, including superhero movies. There's a lot of superhero movies.
Kung Fu Panda, dude.
Yeah, and don't forget that amazing Kung Fu Panda scene.
It's not like you could write an entire like parody movie based on just like
Kung Fu Panda. You should have
done that.
Fuck off.
Yeah, so I think I've said all I need to say.
Yeah, I think we've given our 2 cents.
All right, you want to rate
I have
the
to
movie?
go right now. I really have to go.
Well, we have to rate the movie first.
Shit.
I'll be back soon.
What?
Okay. Oh, yeah, what a
Is he
comment.
getting fucked in the ass? All right, whatever.
Yeah,
what do you guys rate it?
Shit.
Shit out of 10. Okay.
I'd give it like a 3.
It's a diarrhea dog turd.
It's like a 2.
A diarrhea dog turd. I wouldn't even give this anything on the spectrum. If I wasn't watching with anyone, then I would have gotten no amusement.
Would you put it on the autism spectrum?
Yeah, it's like a 10 on that.
Yeah. Anyways,
low functioning.
Yeah. Like
egg. Yeah, like eggs. That's why you left. All right, thanks everyone for watching.
Woo.
Let's get some pussy tonight.